But I have to say,
I've never tasted. It's a little bit warm.
We're Mark and Kelly. We travel the world full time, sharing adventures and tips along the way. Join us on the journey and welcome to Grown Up Gap Years. Our journey begins in Brisbane, Australia, and we take a 9-hour flight to Ho Chi Minh City, the largest city in Vietnam, located at the south. It's home to 10 million people. Vietnam is shaped like an S, and we're actually working our way from the south to the north, taking advantage of the 3-month visa. We're staying in District 1, which is where most of the sites are, and great for first-timers, which we are. And our sightseeing adventure begins at
Tao Dan
Park.
Park, and it's in District 1, and it really is just a gorgeous little oasis in the middle of this busy little city. There's people playing sports, practicing Tai Chi, there's kids on bikes, there's beautiful water features.
And it just gives you a sense of peace.
It does. Park done. Now we're off to the Independence Palace. Let's go. Should be 5 minutes, but the way we walk and get lost, it could take us 30.
It's going by Google Maps.
Oh, could be just us. Behind us we have the Independent Palace, or the Palace of Reunification, I believe they call it. This was established in 1975, and it is a symbol of peace and victory and the Vietnamese way of life. I believe the northern forces crashed through, and this was a symbolic place for the ending of the Vietnam War.
40,000 dong will give you tickets in here to have a quiet look around, so
Yeah.
pretty good value.
I thought it was really good value. That's the equivalent of like $3.50 Australian. So we're going to have a look around, and hopefully there's some aircon. It's a little bit warm. Leaving the Imperial Palace, which is behind us.
As you can hear, the streets are very
It's
busy.
been very busy. I'll put in the footage of us crossing the road. We didn't get run over, but this is the only way we know how to cross the road. Would I visit the palace? Oh, look, for the price, I think it was worth it. Maybe if you're somebody who likes to do tours or whatnot, maybe. We could have stayed outside and just looked at it. It was beautiful.
It's a worthwhile trip.
Do you think it was a worthwhile trip?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you liked it. I did not so much. So behind us is the Cathedral of Notre. Every time we go to a church, no matter where we are, in what country, what city, there is construction going on around whatever church we want to see, which is darn inconsiderate of them wanting to rebuild their monuments. But anyway, I think it would be a beautiful church if it didn't have the scaffolding all around it. But yeah, just if you come to see this, expect to see scaffolding, or maybe they'll have finished by the time you get here. So we've just bought this postcard for our granddaughter, who's turning 2. Hopefully by the time she gets this, she'll be 2. She loves ducks, so I'm going to post it over there. And hopefully this will be a lovely souvenir for her to remember where her grandparents were in Ho Chi Minh. This is the War Remnants Museum. We paid 40,000 Vietnamese dong to get in, which is really reasonable. There's a lot of tanks and planes on display outside, but predominantly inside there's a lot of static displays and newspaper clippings and quotes. It's quite confronting. It's actually not a fun place to go, but I think it's important that we all go and do those things.
We didn't get a lot of photos here. I don't think it's right to be throwing those photos out.
Yeah, my dad was actually called up for the draft as an Australian, I think in 1964, so it must have been among the first draftees. He didn't go to Vietnam because he was rejected because he had flat feet, and after seeing the horrors that had taken place here, I'm very, very pleased that he has flat feet. To enter, find the bookstore, and just to the left it looks like a motorcycle parking lot, but it's not. It's actually the entry. The man who takes the money for the lift is just there. Pay your money, it's well worth it. Up you go. We went to Madame it's bright yellow, and we had literally the best coffee we've ever had in our lives. That was a salt coffee. Oh my goodness, how good was salt
Very
coffee?
good.
Oh my goodness.
Food tour on our bike, and let's see how it goes. Just had the bar me. I've got Castle here, he's riding very well, and Kelly is behind me. Oh, that is really nice. That taste I haven't had before.
What?
You can taste the lemongrass in it.
You can smell it as well.
Yeah, but it's not overpowering either. It's good. Very happy with it.
Bar.
Yes, right.
That means
Noodles and beef.
beef.
Yes.
Okay.
Food bar.
Food bar.
put your pork, a piece of pork. Just one piece. Just yeah, that, and maybe one more if you want to. Yes. All right. And next is shrimp. Shrimp. Yeah, shrimp. Yeah, just one. And then so bean sprout. Have you seen the bean sprout? Yeah, you take that, that. Now you fold it in half. Yes, give it a good pat. Yes. All right, and now you take it away and put it on a rack here. Nicely done.
No pressure.
Right? Yes. This one for you. Can give in the sauce.
Yes.
That's why I got you some extra the dish here.
I see.
Taste all the greens in it. Crunchy from the pancake. It's really delicious. It's like health in a roll.
I'm salivating you.
Here we are, another venue. More little chairs.
Onions and peanut, and the other one is cheese.
Cheese, like a Mornay.
Yo. 2, 3, yo.
How's that? Bit of an after kick.
Don't care to go back.
So we're currently going down one of the smaller rivers in our little boat that takes 4 of us. Just such a lovely experience. It's so quiet. There's a person rowing at the front and a person rowing at the back. It's just such a lovely experience. They've given me this lovely hat, and I can see why people wear these hats in Vietnam. They are so light and give you so much protection from the sun. And no visit to Ho Chi Minh City would be complete without a visit to the biggest market in the city, Thanh Market. It's a huge tourist attraction. This was actually a quiet time. Mark went in to buy himself a pair of shorts. He had very specific requirements and he was able to find them here, and he bargained them down to the great price of 100 Vietnamese dong for genuine Nike shorts. He was well chuffed. And all too soon, our Ho Chi Minh adventure had come to an end. Our suitcases said goodbye and we followed on the next motorbike, and we caught the sleeper bus to our next destination, Notre. We hope you've enjoyed the ride and continue our Vietnam journey with us. This is our first video. We'd be grateful if you'd like, subscribe and perhaps comment and join us for the journey.